Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview and Domestic Economic Data Roadmap for the week beginning Monday, the 25th of February 2019, ending Friday, March 1st. We are already wrapping up February. We had a pretty slow week with a short week with the holiday last Monday. Let's get to work. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market and futures forum. You can see we had the 13 sell signal last week. Part of why we were so flat here. Hasn't materialized yet as a top, but you can see we still have plenty of room up to the risk level before it gets negated. So again, I think the market's kind of stalled here because of that. Here's the S&P cash, and you can see here we got the 13 sell signal as well, and a little bit closer to that risk level. NASDAQ 100 up 55.47. We are now 8 candles up here towards a startup phase at least. The SOX up 14.53. The biotech's up 53.71. Note this one has the 13 sell signal back on last Monday, and that was the high so far. Russell 2000 up 14, and this one's going to get recycled anyways. It doesn't matter if we're going to get to the signal or not. VIX down 95 cents to 1351. Easily the lowest close since almost September at this point in time. Trend 1.26 puts the 10-day moving average at 1.05, which doesn't mean anything for us. NASDAQ volume 2.4 billion shares. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ plus 1159 on the New York plus 1261. So more stocks up than down for the session. Google gains $12.35. Apple up $1.91. Trying to curl up here out of a short base. Netflix up 6.05. Nicely recovered at this point off the lows. Amazon up 12.12. Been basically flat here for quite a while. Tesla up $3.48. Not a big deal considering some of the press you're seeing on that company. Facebook up $1.85, drifting lower. Goldman Sachs loses just 36 cents. Doesn't really matter. Hasn't gone anywhere since November. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, up 72 cents. Dow Jones Industrials gains 171. There's also a 13 sell signal here. We don't usually talk about the Dow, but because of that signal, I thought I'd pull it up. All right, let's go to the ES and look at 10-minute charts so we can see the whole week. Keep in mind, though, that Monday was a holiday. So if we just look at the very left of your screen is Friday's close, and then if I get rid of Monday's action, we had gap down Tuesday, came up to fill, went a little higher, closed around flat. Wednesday, flat opening, and wiggled both ways. A really choppy day. And closed slightly green. Thursday gapped down, went lower, tried to fill, couldn't, went lower. Friday gapped up. Opened fairly flat. Gapped up, filled the gap from the prior day, and closed near the highs, leaving the gap behind below. So it's kind of a choppy mess on the ES for the week. And then here's the NQ side. Still choppy. Yeah. So it wasn't it's a very tough week. I mean, I wouldn't call this exciting. There weren't a ton of great stock trades. There weren't a ton of great futures trades. But you just keep pushing forward because usually you won't get too many weeks like this in a row. All right, in terms of economic data coming out, let me switch this back. Economic data coming out in the week ahead. Let's take a look at that and see what we've got. So, Monday, final wholesale inventories. Fed member Clarida speaks. Tuesday, housing starts and building permits, housing price index, consumer confidence at 10. Fed Chair Powell testifies to Congress, Richmond manufacturing index. Wednesday, the goods trade balance, preliminary wholesale inventories, factory orders, pending home sales, and crude oil inventories. Thursday, advanced GDP, that's the second look at the GDP number from the fourth quarter. Unemployment claims, that's the weekly initial and continuing jobless claims numbers. Chicago PMI, natty gas at 11:30. The Fed chair speaks again. And then Friday, core PCE price index, personal income and spending, final manufacturing PMI, ISM manufacturing PMI, revised University of Michigan sentiment, and at that point, we're basically done. Total vehicle sales also comes out. So it's not the most exciting week, but we'll see what we get. Obviously, we'd like to see something a little more action-packed than last week. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple of weeks. Have a great trading